Great to have you with us tonight. I'm Morgan Harris. We begin with chaos unfolding in a busy part of South St. Louis tonight. A shooting has left 4 people shot. This all happening after 8 o'clock tonight at Cherokee and Oregon Avenue, an area filled with businesses and restaurants. First Alert 4 was on the scene as officers gathered evidence. First Alert 4's Kimberly Donahue joins us live. And Kim, what are we learning about these victims and the search for those responsible?
Well, Morgan, right now I'm standing right near where shots were fired. St. Louis Metropolitan Police tell me the victims have a wide range in age, from someone in their 50s to others much younger. SLMPD says the shots were fired from a parking lot on Nebraska into the park across the street. People who live nearby tell me this park is a place of comfort for young people in the neighborhood. The basketball court, a site where kids can forget about the area and just be kids. Many people were around the park at the time of the shooting. We're near several stores, restaurants, and bars. Law enforcement says it's unclear what caused the shooting. Police say at least 4 people were shot. 1 person is in critical condition. 3 people are stable. Some of those struck were able to get to the hospital on their own. It's unclear how many suspects police are searching for. They remain on the run. Reporting live in South St. Louis, Kimberly Donahue, First Alert 4.
Certainly an active investigation will continue to follow. Kim, thank you. Tonight.